Rabid Mongoose was something you could probably classify as a shit coin or an altcoin if you want to be more PC about it. But it was on the shit end of the altcoin
I wouldn't
spectrum.
say probably. I would say
Definitely.
bucket loads of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, totally, totally. But for those out there who might not be aware of what a shitcoin is, we asked ChatGPT to explain a shitcoin to us like a kindergartner, and I think did a pretty good job. So imagine you had a toy box. In the toy box, you got the good toys. You got the Barbies. That's what Bowman likes to play with. You got the Tonka trucks. The high class toys. And then you got the toys that someone bought you, but they probably got it at the dollar store. It's like not Barbie, it's Darby, and it's her cousin who might have something going wrong with her. Those are shit coins. But even more so, if you were to dress up Darby as a Barbie and sold it to someone, thinking it was a Barbie or was the same value as a Barbie, then that would be the true case for a shitcoin.
I'll add that as long as the next person that buys the Darby, as long as they believe that it holds value, then it does. That's the fundamental truth to shitcoins. But here's the thing that does have value in shitcoins is there is a potential to make money, and not just from the person that's issuing it, but from the buyer as well. So
Correct.
and I would venture to say that most people buying the Darby have further intentions on making more money. So it's a game that everyone's playing at the same time. And so it's quite interesting to see how people go about launching such an endeavor. So that's what I'm really interested to hear today.
I didn't launch it.
Great.
That's fair. Well, certainly as part of, as someone somewhat involved or more with knowledge of what goes on behind a shitcoin.
Well, you're not going to learn a whole lot from me. I hate to disappoint you. Maybe this will be let me clarify this whole Rabid Mongoose thing. Basically, a guy I know had got into this space, had friends that had created coins on a huge level and made millions of dollars doing this stuff, and basically was able to take it's essentially like a big marketing scheme is all it was at the end of the day. I think they ended up basically like making a little bit of money, but just shutting it down, and it was what it was. But yeah, and that was the peak of the end of it, if you remember too. Like it wasn't too much more. There wasn't like maybe a month or two of that real crazy peak nutso, like somebody dropped some crap coin and it just explode. That kind of went away like a month or two after that too. So I think that was part of it, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I think the conditions changed shortly after that. But I remember being up. I think we were up, what, 2 times, 3 times what we put into it, and we're like, oh, could it go up to 5 times, 10 times, and then it took a fucking nosedive. I remember I was at the Hope Clinic, Tyler, when it so the Hope Clinic is a pro bono clinic from our alma mater in Elon University, and I was there. I was helping out, and I get this message from Luke going, "It's going down." So, but I was helpless. I couldn't fucking sell it at when I'm at my job, right? So I lived an hour away, so I had to like race home and try to sell this shit. And it was golly, it's like nightmares about that.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question to both of you? Maybe to all three of you. So I was not an investor in Rabid Mongoose. I kind of wish I was to some degree, but
You know.
Could have lost money with us.
I could have. I could have collectively failed with you guys. No, but did you all have any thoughts going in on, was there a strategy about if I hit this multiple, I'll sell? Like, was there an exit strategy coming into this kind of speculation endeavor?
I can jump in on it on a quick answer. I'm gonna just say no, but I want to hear Luke and Bowman's answer to that.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even really remember. I think I threw like $1,500 at it, and I want to say I like couldn't even figure out the wallet and sent it to one of y'all. It was just like,
Yep.
here's my money. We'll figure this out. Like, you guys know how this shit works. I think this thing could work. If I lose $1,500, I lose $1,500. That's the way I looked at it. So as far as like for me, the strategy was if we can make money, cool. And like it was sort of like maybe this is one of these stupid things you put $1,500 in. It makes it a week or two, and then you actually made some money. And I think in my mind, it was like 100% going to be a zero anyways. Like I was hoping maybe we'd make some money, but I wasn't really expecting a lot. And I was very adamantly clear about that with everybody that I talked to about it. But
No, I remember, Luke, we were talking about this. I remember because we had a couple discussions, right, with Wes, me and Wes, and then when you talked about like, hey, I might be in on the ground floor, I might know like this coin that's kicking off. We're like, I remember we talked about it. We were like, you know, this probably will be a zero. Like we will probably lose the money we put into this, but my thesis is that it is just a scam, and it's just people literally pump, pull, and that's the whole thing. And that a lot of people are figuring it out, and a lot of people on this side haven't yet, and are still investing it. And there's a lot of them talking about how it's all the smartest thing in the entire world, but I don't trust them, and I just want to like experience it so I can understand it better. And I'm willing to spend $1,000 to understand it fully. It was kind of like how that was how I rationalized, whatever, like $1,200 or whatever it was.
It was a ride. It was a ride. But I think it's a cautionary tale because most times when you invest in shit coins, you don't know the fucking founders.
no.
Luke, you knew the founders and we still lost money.
Yeah.
Like they knew what it was doing, where it was going, and we still lost money. It was